back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's show is browned butter steaks with lobster and fried rosemary on the steaks. It's show number 273, and I also have mashed potatoes as well as a few other things to go with it. Let's get started with the ingredients. I have my lobster that I bought from the local grocery store. I have a couple of steaks that were also bought, and of course they're thawed because you want to start with warm steaks, so you pull them out of the refrigerator and let them sit for a little bit. Now, I have the water boiling for the lobster, and I want to get that started right away because this lobster has to sit for 18 minutes in the boiling water. So you want to get these going as soon as you can. Now, if you have a whole lobster, you want to turn them upside down. You want to cut long ways after you boil them. You want to pull out the stomach, which is going to be the sand pouch, and you want to pull out the vein that's in the back, which will be pink colored. Okay, I can't see that in here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and give these a rinse. To start with, I also have my vegetables that have to be rinsed. So let's go ahead, get this stuff rinsed up so it's ready to go. So I've washed up the lobster and I'm ready to put it in here into the boiling water. This is a little warm. I think I'll go ahead and just grab this with a towel. Put them in here without splashing. Get them set. Then set my timer for 18 minutes. Everybody count the beeps? That was 18 of them. Start. That's going. And the ingredients is apple cider vinegar, a quarter stick of butter, I've already measured out, some cream, cheese, which is measured out. Put this away, keep it cold. Milk, garlic, and I'm going to cut up some carrots to put with the rosemary when I go ahead and cook these. So let's move a few things out of the way, and then let's get started cleaning up these carrots. They're already rinsed, so they're ready to go. By the way, the ingredients and everything are right below where it says more on the YouTube, but they're also on my website, which is jamestdds.blogspot.com. Also, too, while I'm thinking of it, in the lower right-hand corner is the subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm working to get my first 1,000 subscribers. And if you'd like to be notified with the new videos that I'm doing, tap the bell that's up above, and then you'll get notified when I drop a new video. So, carrots. Let's go ahead and get the carrots cleaned up. For the butter, let's cut this little guy in half, and we'll put the other one away. Let's get our steaks ready. So, steaks are looking really well here. I have them in a pan to contain the uncooked juice, and I just start the corner like this with my chef's knife. Sometimes I do these a day in advance and I marinate them. But today's steaks are going to be seasoned as I cook them. So if that package is open and ready to go, I have the steaks here. I have them all opened up, and I'm going to put them in the oven. I have the broiler pan all set up here and ready to go. Now you want to use a broiler pan so that if any grease comes off, it goes down in the bottom. It's more healthy for you and easier for cleanup. So there we go. Need to take a break, wash my hands, I'll be right back. For the steaks, I'm going to put on some garlic powder. I'm not worried about putting too much on. In my opinion, you can't put too much garlic powder on. Some black pepper and some garlic sea salt that I got for a present from my sister. Normally I like to cook my steaks outside on the grill, but being that it's winter and I don't really want to open the door and do it, I have a probe. I'm going to put the probe inside the meat, and then I'm going to put them inside the oven, plug in the probe, and it will tell me when they get to the exact right temperature that I want to have them at. Get the probe in here. I'll make sure I got that in the center. Just like that. Let's get the water in for the mashed potatoes so it'll start boiling. I got the pan hot, I put the water in. I'm also going to put some milk in a little bit. Let's let that sit. I'll go ahead and throw these in the oven. For the mashed potatoes, you want to measure out 1/3 cup of mashed potatoes. Then you want to have a Ziploc bag handy, and I roll the top down so that I don't get stuff in the tracks. Just put this in the Ziploc bag. I saved the original bag so it has the cooking instructions, so in case you don't remember. And some bags are easier to seal than others. There we go. Save that for next time. Let's put in our milk. We need 1/3 cup of milk, which is these little containers. Very good. Have that all set, ready to go. Butter. People that cook all the time just take the butter, throw it in the hot water, just like that. Then you're going to have a spatula anyway, or a spoon with holes in the bottom, that as soon as that melts like that, you're just going to scoop it out really fast, just like that. So easy that was. Now my lobster is almost done, and I have to make a butter sauce. Lobster is done. I can go ahead and put in the potatoes, just like that. I can put in the milk, just like that. Turn off the heat, and then give it a stir. Let this sit, and I'm going to put the lid on it to keep it warm, and then we'll pull out the lobsters. Let's go ahead and pull out the lobsters. These little guys have been swimming in the jacuzzi, and you want to put them in a bowl of cold water. They're looking real well. I'm cooking the top right now, and I have my probe, and I'm going to use the probe for the second side so that it gets to my temperature. We need to check on the steaks. So I want to see if they're about 160. These little ovens get really, really hot. So you stick your thermometer in there like that, and let's see what it looks like. And then I'm going to switch to the probe. I'm going to turn them over, switch to the probe. I'm trying to cook them slow. They're 110 right now. Now, using the probe, which is this button right here, you can set it for whatever setting you want. I want 160. Let's go ahead and get our carrots and rosemary ready. So I have aluminum foil. Keep it right here nearby. I'm going to take some of my rosemary, pull it off the stem. Pitch the stem. A little bit more. This really smells good. Okay, there's some rosemary. That's enough there. Now, let's sneak it right over here like this. Let's just go ahead and turn the edges up. Make a little bit of a tray out of it. Then we'll put some olive oil in here, right in the center. We're going to have to put more in. I'll just leave the lid off. Carrots, just like this. Let's go ahead and cut these up. Let's just grab the knife. I'm going to cut them in half this way, so they're about half the size. Then, very carefully, I'm going to quarter them. This is where you have to be really careful, because this is the kind of stuff that can roll on you when you're matchsticking something. I think one of the tricks is to start your knife on the end, like this. If everybody in the back can see. This is one of the processes I don't think you should ever let kids do. I'm trying to be real careful here because carrots are so small. You know, it's a lot easier when you're doing like a cucumber or something. If you see anything you don't like, just cut it off, pitch it. You got enough of these. Just nice and slow, don't be in a hurry. I don't save stuff that hits my counter because I wash my counter with bleach, dish soap, and water. I don't want something tasting like bleach. Okay, sounds like the steaks have hit the desired temperature and the unit shut off. That's what's nice about that probe. Now, I need some garlic. For garlic, I have roasted garlic. Gotta shake it. Here like this. I'll just use up the rest of this. A little bit more oil on top. salt, pepper, now the trick is wrap it up like a Christmas present, fold it in the ends like this, trying to leave a little vent right in the center. You can see, I'm going to roll it over, but I don't really want to fold it over and seal it. I want it to be able to vent. And sometimes people will take and put a couple of holes in it, just like this. Now I'm going to throw it in the broiler for the last few minutes. For dessert today, I have cheesecake. I spent all day baking these from Sara Lee and even wrapped them in a Sara Lee package, shrink wrapped. It's easier just to buy this. We don't eat a lot of sweets, so this is just going to be a small treat to go with our steaks. Well, everything is smelling really good. I have my thermometer stuck in here. They are exactly 160 degrees. So I'm calling these done. Let's go ahead and start getting the things out. So once again, get a hot plate glove holder. Pull these out nice and slow. And it's nice to have a marble countertop. You don't have to worry about burning anything. This pan is going to be 500 degrees. So I'm going to let those sit while I get the other stuff going right now. Let's start out with the potatoes. Here's your mashed potatoes. And I have the cream to put in here. Just grab a spoon. There we go. Cream is in there. Now I can go ahead and stir these up. Get that cream going. Pepper. Salt. Potatoes always need a lot of salt. Stir them up. Let's serve things up. Here is the potatoes. I'm going to put them right there like that. And then I have the carrots. I'm going to try to flip them over. It's kind of hard to show you on camera. The carrots and all that are kind of hard to get out of here. Oh boy, that's hot. A couple of them trying to stick in the fold. Look at that. Wow. That is going to be so delicious. Let's go ahead and pull out the steak. Get that on the plate. We have some carrots with the rosemary. Let's put that right on there like that. Let's go ahead and get the lobster out on the plate. This little guy right out here like this. He looks all nice and happy to come out of the swimming pool. Here you go. That's my meal for the day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.